From JA to UK to LA and everywhere else now, this is a podcast strictly influenced by Jamaican music, brought to you by Eric Kohler and Junor Francis. Well, if you're driving in your car or you're sitting home alone, the Junior entertain you on his microphone with the history of LA Ska. Yeah, hear stories from a guest while we all have a blast. From LA to Jamaica, it's in the podcast. The history of LA Ska. Of LA Ska, yeah. It's the history. Yes, it is. Of LA Ska. History of LA Ska, yeah. It's the history. Yes, it is. Of LA Ska. Of LA Ska. It's the history of LA Ska. One more time, yeah. It's the history of LA Ska.
Well, welcome to the History of LA Ska one-on-one sessions. I'm your host, Junor Francis, alongside our producer and my good friend, Eric Kohler. This series celebrates the ska, rocksteady, and vintage reggae scene in Southern California and beyond through insightful conversations with legends and modern-day talent, including those behind the scene. Therefore, whether you listen to this podcast series or watch us on YouTube, we really and truly want to thank you for your support. We're picking up support just about every week. So please remember to subscribe, comment, and share with a friend. That's very, very important.
Yes.
On this amazing episode, we welcome two of Jamaican music legend artists who were singing partners in the early 60s and are now also husband and wife, Roy Panton and Yvonne Harris. Greetings and salutations
Yes.
about you guys.
Hello,
Thank
Yvonne.
you.
Yes.
Thank you
Hello,
for having
Roy.
us.
Yes.
Thank you both for joining us. We've really been looking forward to talking with you pretty much since we started this podcast. So we appreciate you both making the time. It's an honor and a pleasure and a privilege.
I was watching that 1964 video last night.
Black and white, yeah.
Man.
That
With
was the
everybody.
first-
Huh?
that was the first and only video alive today, because prior to that there was none.
Wow.
Right.
And that was the first one at the Sombrero Club, 1964, with Byron Lee.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we usually tour with Byron. Usually us, Monty Morris, Jimmy Cliff, Busters, Charmers, Maytals. And Yvonne was the only female on the program, because even though Hortense used to tour with Byron Lee along with us, she wasn't there that night.
That night, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's and we can skip ahead to that question because we were going to ask about that. So was it because as part of that, in addition to you both, Jimmy Cliff, the Maytals, Stranger Cole, Monty Morris, the Blues Busters, the Charmers, was that all across one evening, or was it a series? Do you remember?
No,
A series.
it was taped one evening.
Oh,
That's impossible. What was the occasion? All
But it
those
was a
stars.
dance. It was a dance. And then, but everybody sang basically one tune except Jimmy.
Right,
But-
he came back.
Yeah, but you see, back then when we were doing shows,
Yeah.
a lot of artists on the show, and we would do maybe two or three songs maximum. But most shows you do one or two
Yeah.
tunes. That's it, because you'd have like 10, 11, 12 artists.
Right.
Man, all top names.
Yeah.
But we,
As opposed to today. Today,
Yes,
when we tour, we perform for about an hour, just us.
right.
Just
right,
us
back,
and the band.
right.
But
Back then it
in
was
the
more of a
60s,
review.
It was a series of artists.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like going to the studio.
Eh.
We're going to Federal Studio, and you would have about 10, 11, 12 artists recording that they are supposed to record that.
Yes.
That's how it was.
Right. So we absolutely encourage everyone, if you've not seen it or you've only seen clips of it. I actually found the entire showcase on YouTube. So it's live from the Sombrero Club, Kingston, Jamaica, back in 1964. I think I also saw Keith and Ken and Keith, right? Ken Lazarus was part of that then.
Yeah, he was a
Keith,
guitarist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He used to live here and
Yeah, I
California.
saw him here. I saw him here along with Jojo Bennett.
Right. Okay.
Jojo Bennett was out here too.
Was living here, yeah.
Oh, No, Canada or
Canada. Oh, no,
Oh.
I'm mixing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying here because
Right.
when you say here, I'm
Right.
thinking of
Sorry.
Canada.
Yeah, JoJo did live up there, but Ken Lazarus actually lived down here in Southern California for a while. So
Right, right.
So let's go back to the early years. So where were you both raised and born?
Well, I was born in Kingston, West Kingston,
Okay.
at the famous Jubilee Hospital.
And I used to say I was born in Kingston, only to find out on my birth paper I was born in St. Andrew.
Oh,
Which
how old were you when you realized that correction?
when I got my new birth paper from Jamaica.
So is it a big difference between Kingston and St. Andrew? I thought they were all part and part of the same.
No, it's not a big
Well,
difference.
St. Andrew would be more like a suburb.
So, yeah.
You know, Kingston would consider, I would say,
Downtown,
Yeah.
Street,
Yeah.
Harbour Street, and all of that.
around there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But where I was born was a street called Price Street Nursing Home. It was a nursing home. So I used to say I was born in Kingston, but then on my birth paper it shows St. Andrew.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Wonderful. So this is a question for both of you. Who were your earliest musical influences?
You want to go first?
Yeah, for me was Patti Page,
Oh yes.
Nina Simone. She's my favorite.
Nina.
Yeah. And Diana Ross, not Diana Ross, Dionne Warwick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Did you ever have a chance to see any of them perform live?
No, but the only one I performed with, she was on the show, was Doris Straw.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember her? She
Yeah,
sang
man. Just one look.
Just One Look.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a big one. Yeah.
we opened up for her in
We
Jamaica.
we meaning who?
Roy and I and other artists. You see, we
Roy
used
kept
to.
quiet. Hey.
Right. Go ahead, Roy. Who's your favorite?
No. I mean, but
No,
yours,
he's
because
still dealing with you.
Oh,
right. So
Right.
you're listing some of the female artists who influence you.
Yeah, those are powerful
Yes.
ones.
Right.
Right. All right. I won't add any names to.
How about
Well,
you?
personally, I used to listen to everybody, but the male singers that I really listened to and I tried to emulate was like Nat King Cole, Billy
Oh,
Eckstine, and obviously the greatest Sam Cooke.
Right.
But I am a listener. I listen to people like Mickey and Sylvia, obviously,
Yes.
Doris Day, Patti Page.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because growing up in Jamaica, the thing about Jamaica growing up, and you probably know this, the radio station plays every form of music. So we were exposed to country and western,
Yes.
calypso, every form of music, opera. Mario Lanza was my favorite opera singer growing up,
Mhm.
So that's the thing I admire about Jamaica. We
Right.
didn't have a one-track mind when it comes to music.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of advantages to being exposed to a lot of different types of music as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, the radio station hardly played Jamaican music during
Yes.
the early stages prior
Yes.
to
Yeah,
the
that's true.
formation.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Of IRE FM.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So lots of producers, in particular, Duke Reed had to buy time, like a 15 minutes.
Yes.
schedule of
Yes.
time.
And Junior, I always remember you talking about how much country music was on the
God.
radio
Yeah, man,
growing up.
they kill you with Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves. Oh yes, Jim Reeves.
And
Every
our
time.
radio stations could not play reggae or ska on Sundays because Sunday was considered
Sunday was
a
yes.
holiday. So it was all
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah.
Reeves. And they're probably
Right.
showing up Charlie Pride and a few
Right,
others.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Roy, if I'm not mistaken, your career started in the late 50s.
Yeah.
Talk about what was the first song that you recorded and who was the producer and what label was it released on?
The first song that I've ever recorded was with Stranger.
Cool.
With Stranger Cole. And he did that. He wrote the song. And the name of the song originally was Freedom Land. Because Duke Reed wanted him to write a song to rival Freedom, Clancy, Freedom. which is a song recorded by Nina Simone. And he asked Stranger, he says, I record you if you can write a song about freedom. And Stranger wrote Freedom Land. Prior to that, we had a group, the Rovers, but it didn't amount to anything. Okay. So on the record, it says Wilburn, Cole, and Roy.
Wow.
And we didn't know it was released on a record until we were in Germany performing. And this guy came to me and says he had a record. And he think it's me. So I said, well, I have to hear it before I can identify. So he sent me a digital copy. It's kind of primitive, you know.
In what sense? Primitive.
It was Rico Braginier Sr.
But those are big names.
Huh?
Those are big names in the fraternity.
Yeah. Back then, it was Rico on trombone, Braginier the senior, and tenor sax, Contazi and drums.
Wow.
And I don't remember who else.
So how must it be primitive? That's
the sound is not like up to mark.
Or the recording quality.
Yeah, it's not
not the musician.
Not the music.
Yeah.
No.
Because
was it on Duke Reed?
Yeah. I can probably send you a copy later on.
We know we'd love to hear that.
Yeah, but I listened to it, and anyways, you would have to hear it.
How did you meet Stranger? Or did Duke introduce you?
Oh, did
you meet
Stranger? Well, Stranger used to live in Denhamtown. I live in Denhamtown too, but Stranger used to live around Green Street area. And I met this girl, and we got involved. And she used to live in, as we say in Jamaica, the same yard, right?
Okay.
And I would go visit her. And on that corner, we would hang out. It would be Stranger, myself, Ken Booth, and some other guys, right? And then Stranger decided to form the group. I think Ken Booth was in that group too. I don't remember exactly.
Wow.
And it was about 4 of us in the group, the Rovers. And we supposed to perform at, I think it was Tivoli at the time. Tivoli was the older one, and Tivoli became Queens. And we performed the night. We're supposed to harmonize, but I think we all was nervous. So it turned into unison, and that was, but we tried to record. We walked all over. We couldn't get to record until Duke Reed gave Stranger that option.
Wow.
And I remember
Stranger made his debut at Treasure Isle.
Yeah, because what happened is that after we recorded that song, then I decided, I don't remember what caused, but I decided to go my way and Stranger decided to go his way. And then I met Monty, because Monty and Derek Morgan, which, Derek is their cousin, right? They were friends. And then I got into the mix.
And Monty and Eric Monty Morris.
Yeah, and then Monty and I recorded for Duke Reed. And that was my second recording with Monty.
And the name of it, sir?
Sweetie Pie and Since You Left Me. Since You Left Me have some drums in it. And I'm trying to remember. I think we did 2 for Duke, or maybe 3. And then after that, we went to Beverly. That's when Leslie Kong decided to start the business. And the first set of artists were Jimmy Cliff and Monty and I. But the sad thing is Monty get no recognition. I don't get any recognition about Monty neither. And we were before everybody else except Jimmy.
Right, because Jimmy helped them start the label.
Jimmy started Hurricane Hattie, and we was, I sent you a top 10 with Beverly top 10, and you will see Monty and Roy listed in it. She's Mine, because Charlie Walker used to play that song practically every night.
We know that one.
Yes.
She's Mine all the time.
Right.
That was one of the songs with for Beverly, also Girl of My Dreams. I think Girl of My Dreams probably for Duke Reed. I don't remember exactly. But Monty and I did about 5 songs. Then we went to Coxon and did Jenny. And that's where we went different ways, because Monty started doing the nursery rhyme for Buster.
Yeah, right.
And I joined up with, because Coxon suggested me join with Millie. And then
which is
came
gonna-
Roy and Millie.
which is going to be our next question, right?
Right, right.
Eh. So that was Coxson's recommendation.
With Millie.
Eh.
Yeah,
Right.
because when I went to Coxon, I recorded first, solo. And I did a song, I'm coming home, no more to roam, but they never released it.
Even
And
to
I
this day?
never forget, because on that song, the voices on it was Wayne Gray and the Blues Busters.
Doing the background,
The background voices, yeah.
that must be sweet, sweet beyond sweet, everlasting.
Yeah, but Coxon never released it. I don't know why.
Not even a dance.
Not, I never heard it after I
Yeah.
did it. Because back then, they would record a lot of songs and some of them never released.
Wow.
For some
I'm hoping,
reason.
let's hope these tapes are still around and his daughters will release them. They are
Yeah,
doing a lot of
that would be
reissues
good.
now. Eh. They are
So
doing a lot of
after
reissues.
that, then I did Jenny, and Coxon suggests, team up with Millie.
Yeah.
Right. So the first duets and how many you did with Millie?
Oh, let me see now. We'll Meet was the first.
That was
Man,
larger than life.
That is
Yeah.
powerful.
And then we did a series, Honeysuckle Rose, and I'm dealing with Cox now. Honeysuckle Rose. Oh my God, I don't remember them. But you see, back then, as you know, you would record for Eric, and then you would come and say you want us to do a recording. We do a recording for you too, so we record all over the place.
Right. No, you not exclusive.
Yeah,
Right.
no, nothing exclusive.
No
Yeah.
contract.
Nobody had contract or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
So
how it was.
Was Millie new to the business at that particular time?
Well, Millie sang with Wayne Gray first.
Oh.
Mm.
She did Sugar Plum. There's an album, Millie and the Boys.
Yeah, and the
And-
back turn.
Yeah,
Millie, Owen.
Millie and the Boys. The first one came out with just she and I. And the second one was
Was album or single?
include, huh?
With you and what album came out or a single came out?
No, album.
Album.
As a matter of fact, I had given what's his name in LA? Mark.
Mark Morales.
I gave Mark the album. I had the album, right? And I gave it to Mark. It had songs with myself, Millie, and Wayne Gray.
Nice.
Entire
was the-
album. Wow.
Yeah, that's the original Millie and the Boys. No, they repress another one and include Wilfred Edwards.
Okay.
So Mark have the original one.
Eh.
That's
And
From
that was on the
Jamaica.
Coxsone Studio One label. Or
Uh, No, it's on a world label.
World
W.
label. Yeah,
World.
right, world. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. History, all these
And
stuff.
I'm beating myself. I shouldn't have given away that.
No, not at all. So how many total duets did you do with Millie?
I would say maybe about 5 or 6. I can't be sure.
Right.
But
It's more than that.
I
I think it's more, yeah, more than
Yeah, because we also record, let me see, no, we record for Buster.
Mm-hmm.
We record a song for Buster. I don't know if I think it's probably 2 songs. I'll Go is one. And
Oh, Marie,
no, Marie was
Tip Top.
Tip Top. You see, when Tip Top wanted to record, get in the business, he wanted me along with Millie. But Millie told me that she had a contract with Coxsone, and I figured that's BS. You know what I mean? Because she's underage to begin with. And there's no contract,
Right.
but she didn't want to record for anybody else.
Yeah.
So I went to Patsy, and I asked Patsy, and Patsy recorded 2 songs with me for Tip Top. That was Tip Top first recording. Patsy and Roy and Jimmy James. We were the first 3 artists record for Tip Top. And then came Winston Samuels. And then Millie came and we did Oh Shirley and Marie.
Yeah.
And then I joined with Yvonne in 64 when Millie left. Millie left in 62.
For England.
Yeah.
When
So-
Blackwell brought her to England.
Blackwell, yeah.
Yeah.
And she made the My Boy Lollipop bust up the world.
64.
Yeah.
And the music's changed. Yes.
Right.
So Yvonne, what was your entry point into music?
I started out with a group called Robin and the Nightingales. And it consists of two girls, myself and Robin, we tried to do some recording, but never get a chance to. At that time, I don't know who introduced me to Derek Morgan. And I started singing with Derek.
Mm-hmm.
I sang with Lloyd Clark.
Mhm.
I sang with Prince Buster, Lassell Perkins, Lord Creator,
Mm-hmm.
not Lord Tanima, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And my voice is in some of the with Clancy Echo, River Jordan, Wash Wash.
Wow.
With Prince Buster,
Yes.
big tune, man.
Yes. So then with that said, my first song with Derek was Meekly Wait and Murmur Not.
Yes.
And the flip side is Day In and Day Out.
Wow.
With Lascelles, I think the song is Tango Lips. And with Light Clark was Love You. And Now I Know the Reason. And Prince Buster, I did Hello, My Dear. But funny enough, my name is not on the CD, only the record, only his name.
Yeah.
Is somebody
For Buster.
eh?
For Buster.
Yes,
Prince Buster.
Prince
Not all the
Buster.
producers, just Prince Buster.
Yeah, the song that I did with him,
Which
only
one?
his
Only his name and his
Hello, My Dear.
as the singer.
So
Only-
he has the ability to sing like a female.
Yeah.
You know, it's not it is somebody in Japan.
Mm.
Send me a slate of it and said, "Isn't this your voice?" I listened to it and it was
Right.
me.
Right.
And
So
with
we're talking about easily a dozen or so songs.
pardon me?
A total of a dozen songs. You
No,
mentioned.
just one song.
No, I mean overall.
As far
overall,
as
yeah.
duets.
Eh.
Right.
And with Lord Tanima, the song is called "Always Wanting You."
Okay, right.
Mm.
And Tanimo was living up
Canada.
in Canada.
He was living, yeah.
But
he was
I did
living
that
there.
in Jamaica many years ago.
Right,
I didn't
no,
even
of course,
remember.
right.
Didn't even remember that I sang with him and how I did.
You know, let me interject here. The funny thing about in the 60s, when you're recording, it's not one artist going to the studio, it's several
No.
artists.
Right.
And sometimes I might go in and start a song, and the producer say, I need somebody to harmonize this song, you know. And the might say, Johnny, can you harmonize it? I'll come and harmonize. I'm not going to get paid for it, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Because we used to help each other out. Somebody might do it for me too.
Yes.
So you have a lot of recording that you sing in or
Yes.
sing on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I remember I backup artists. And I don't even remember some of the artists.
I'm sure.
You know.
Yeah. I could imagine.
But you can remember it. How about the song?
I don't even remember the song. No.
Because you know what? They didn't release them then. But
Some of them.
some
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
But since YouTube coming, we're hearing
Oh,
more
yeah.
that we
Oh,
did.
sure.
Because what the producer, what they used to do is when you do a recording for them, and if they don't want to pay you, they said,
release
They find an excuse.
they find an excuse. But then later on, they release it
Right.
on their
They
different label.
temporarily shelve it and then
Or change the name.
Or
you know.
change the name of the song.
But you know something? I find songs that I knew but didn't have off YouTube. So I have to thank YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You
And
know,
how these
right.
songs find their way to YouTube, interestingly.
I don't know.
People have them and put them up.
Yeah,
some people
because-
just-
A lot of the I believe a lot of the people who put them up were people from Germany, Spain,
And Japan.
and Japan.
You ever
because
go
they
in
love
Japan, Raka Shaka?
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You have every Jamaican song.
yeah.
He's the one that told me that Endless Memory was going for $800. And I sold it to Mark, and Mark gave me 600, and I figure I hit the
You
jackpot.
mean Mark in California?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
600?
original, because when we made it, that was my first time in a studio without the band. Prior to that, the band is always with us. So it was new to me. It was in 68, 69. And Boris printed a couple hundred copies. but it never really do anything that much. As a matter of fact, I didn't even get any money for it. And I expected that because he was trying a thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I gave a copy to a guy in Jamaica called Bell. And he gave it to Moore, a guy named Moore, Robert Moore, or something like that. And Moore showed it to me online where initially. I seen that bloody thing original sold for up to $5,000.
So why you don't press it again to bring them?
No, the original. It's the original.
original.
I have repressed, but it don't value that
Yeah,
much.
it's
It's
the
original.
original.
It's the
press.
original copy is blank, right?
So these people do their research to know that limited copies were pressed. Hence,
I don't know. I don't.
Perhaps.
I even asked Barris if he knows where the tape is, and he said he doesn't know where the
and
tape.
who is Barris, sir?
Barris
Boris
Gardner?
Gardner.
Oh, he was a producer at the time too.
Well, he was trying a thing, yeah,
trying a thing.
yeah.
Fascinating.
Well,
Ameritone is the one that's responsible for the chime, Winston Blake,
Right.
because
Yes,
Winston
yes.
listened to it and said to him, put something else in it. And Barris went back in the studio and had the organ chime. Ting, 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 you know.
I don't know the song enough to go listen now.
Yeah.
Endless memory?
We'll listen.
Eh.
We'll check
Yeah?
that out.
No, I don't think I know it. Sir.
Listen, I think it's the anthem for it in
Mexico.
Mexico. They
Yeah.
Song for
love
them in
it
Mexico.
Mexico.
Right.
Really?
Endless memory.
It's like a national song for them.
Anthem for
Wonderful.
them.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll check that
Even,
out.
even
It's
what's
not-
her name? Victoria Sweet got us to
Yeah.
dedicate the song to her.
Okay.
Because the
Not
last
bringing up
time
the-
we've been there was, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And we had to dedicate the song to her and bring her on stage along with Akiri.
Okay.
So
Oh.
those are like my number one, number two fan.
Yes,
I love that.
I know them fairly well too, you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
so,
in Mexico, we
eh,
were shocked with the reception
Oh, I can imagine.
when they were singing along with us.
yes, man.
Those
every
fans,
song.
those fans
Huge.
love.
Yes, sir. So, Yvonne, interesting enough, how and when did you meet Roy, and what was your first recording, the duet you did with him?
You know, I don't remember how I met Roy.
Mhm.
You remember?
I know. I would say it's through Derek.
You know, I think
did.
I may have been in the studio
Yeah.
and he approached me. But our first song was Two Roads Before You.
Big
I
tune,
love
man.
that
Yes,
song.
Which
man.
was a
Big
hit.
one. Big
Yeah.
one. Big one. Big one. And you
And-
mentioned that you're related to Derek Morgan,
Yeah, he's my
Yeah.
cousin.
but he's born in Clarendon. You're born in Kingston. So how come you're related?
Well, my mother is from Clarendon.
Oh, and I just threw that out there jokingly.
So your mother and his.
They're family member.
Eh,
All right. Nice.
right. Because he's from Moko.
Yes.
Right.
My mother's side of
Which is
family
From
are
Moko.
from Mako. Yes. They
Interesting,
have like
yeah.
Dr. Mitchell is from Mako, and Lennon, Archdeacon Lennon. That's my mother's cousin.
Okay. And Clarendon produced some great singers like Cocoa
Ye-
Tea,
Yeah,
Toots and the Maytals,
Yes.
Maytones. The list is just endless.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So Yvonne, during that era, as we talked about yourself, Millie Small, there were a number of other extremely talented and powerful women, Patsy Todd, Doreen Schaefer, and obviously among others. Was there a sense of competition, or was it camaraderie?
No, the one person that I was familiar with and I worked with, and she's the best of the best, Hortense Ellis.
Hortense, yes.
Hortense Ellis.
Yes.
Doreen Schaefer and the others came later on.
Okay.
Oh.
But Hortense and I performed with Byron Lee. We did all island tour,
Mhm.
all over the islands. And it was just us, me and her as female singers. And you have a rumba dancer named, I forget her, Genevieve. Genevieve. And then, of course, you have her brother, Hortense's brother.
Yes.
You have Stranger Cole.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a group of us that travel with Byron Lee for about every time we have the All Islands tours.
Right.
So, but Hortense was the only female singer at the
Okay.
time. The
Yeah.
others, like I said, came after.
And
Yeah.
what kind of person was Hortense?
Beautiful soul. There is no competition.
Right.
When she walks in the room, you start giggling because she's funny.
Well, she was considered the best anyways.
She was the
You know,
best of
man,
the best.
underrated, no recognition. I mean,
Outside
the
of
experience
Kathleen.
of life.
Yes.
Outside of Kathleen Jackson, because Kathleen Jackson was more jazz,
Yeah.
but she was considered the best. She sang even Patti LaBelle songs
Down
like
the
Patti
aisle.
LaBelle.
Down the aisle.
That's
Yeah.
how good she was.
Oh my
So
God.
underrated.
Yeah,
Yes.
very
Underrated.
underrated. Very underrated.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow,
and she ran off with that so early too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But as a youngster, I used to wonder, how is it possible for a brother and a sister to sing like Hortense and Alton?
And Alton.
Is it the mother's milk? Is it something from the I mean,
They were
what happened?
gifted.
Is it the part of
They were
Kingston where them
gifted.
born?
Yeah,
How is
they
that
were
possible?
gifted.
Man.
So
They
much.
were gifted,
Yeah.
man.
And you know, Roy Ellis, I'm not sure if you know of Roy Ellis.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we know him.
He's also a brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. he's a brother.
I've never met him,
Uh-huh.
but I know of him because I've seen his store. And this guy in Spain, Tony
Tony
manages
Liquidator.
him.
Yes, yeah, man.
Yeah,
And we
Liquidator.
record for Tony.
Recorded for
Well,
Tony.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Liquidator.
Where's Roy? Yeah, we had him out here.
We did
Yeah.
3 albums. I'll tell you something, Junior. We never had an album until we met Tony.
Eh.
And
Great
Tony
guy.
first
Oh,
put
together,
together
you mean
Roy and
together.
Yvonne with friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And then moving on.
Yes.
And then the last one is the
They said, I forget the name of it.
yeah, but the last one is we did in Spain, in Madrid. Believe in yourself.
Believe
Oh,
in
yes.
yourself. That's
Well,
it.
Yeah.
I saw so many records coming out of Europe. I thought you were living there at one point.
Yeah. Well, it's
you?
because I live here in Toronto,
Oh.
and then I would go there to do some recording. We
Yes.
record in Baltimore.
Eh.
Yeah, moving on.
And Barcelona. We're recording Barcelona.
And Barcelona.
Yeah,
Yes, I love
I said because I knew you were living in Canada. So I said,
Yeah.
when did they move to Germany?
Yes.
Yeah.
So please, Roy, can you for a minute talk about your duets with Patsy?
We did 2 songs, My Happy Home and Back in My Arms, dear.
Yeah.
And those 2 songs, those were the only 2 songs for Tip Top, because after that, Millie decided to record with me for Tip Top.
Okay.
And we did Oh Shirley, and I think it's Marie. Oh Marie, I'm gonna set you free. Go away from me. Oh no, you don't need. Something like that, you know.
Yes.
And by and large, all
Shirley,
these
come on home. Never no more to roam. It's kind of a calypso beat, because
Right.
those guys were teasing me that I sing calypso. You know something about that too? Otis Redding Band back us up with that song on stage when
how
Millie
is that possible?
Yeah, that's the song. That's the song I accompany her when she
Hey.
came back, and I had to go to see Dennis Sindri. I don't know if you know Dennis Sindri.
Yes.
And he had to arrange the music
Yes.
for the band. And Blackwell sent me to Sheraton Crossroad to see him because he had a combo playing there. And he arranged it, and I took it back for the rehearsal with the Otis band, and he forgot to give me the guitar parts. When I got there, the guitar said, "What happened to my parts?"
So when you say Otis has been, are we
You-
talking
with
Booker?
the original Otis Redding?
Otis Redding, yeah.
But are we talking like Booker T and the MGs?
No, that time he didn't have the MGs.
Okay.
It was a different band.
Okay.
If you
So share
can
some more
find it.
details. So you're in Kingston. Otis, I suppose, was performing in Kingston with his band.
But it wasn't just Otis, you know. Millie was the star of the show. Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells.
What
Otis-
Millie? Our Millie? Millie Simone?
Yeah, she was the
Headline.
star of the show.
Wow.
Over and above.
Yeah,
Patti
yeah.
LaBelle.
When she came back to Jamaica from England.
I can send her the flyer, right?
Yeah,
When
please.
she came back, I met her at the airport along with this guy. When you're born, you register your birth certificate with him. Anyways,
Jim, the registrar,
yeah,
Jim Russell.
Jim Russell. And they met her with a 6-foot lollipop at the airport. But let me tell you, it's the greatest time I've ever had.
I can imagine.
We were together for a whole week. Patti LaBelle, Otis Redding, Millie,
This is
Charlie Fox and his Fox, Mockingbird,
Yeah, man.
brother and sister,
Yes.
right? And we toured basically Jamaica. Steve Neal was the promoter
Not
for the
familiar
show.
with him. And where some of the places you stop, amazing places you stop in
Well,
Jamaica?
Montego Bay, I think, Duncan, Crest, Linstead, the theater Linstead. I forgot all of them.
And how much interaction did you have with Otis?
Oh, we traveled together in a car coming back from the show. You see,
Yeah.
the other bus for the artists, the girls on the bus, the band on the bus. Sometimes I would be on the bus going, but coming back to the variety, the MC,
Yes, sir.
he would drive, and Otis and I would be in the back. I can give you a joke. I dozed off on Otis' shoulder. But him and I born the same year,
Yeah.
41, yeah.
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 Wait, so
And I even speak to his brother sometimes in Macon. His brother is in Georgia,
right.
Macon.
Yes. So
His younger brother.
Was Otis a kind person?
Oh yeah, he was a nice guy. Well,
Yeah.
we were all young too, eh?
Right.
He
Right,
was the same
right.
age as me at the time.
Right. Right.
Okay.
And like I say, Millie was the star of the show.
Yes.
She wasn't around us much because Blackwell would bring her the night of the show. He would drive her. She never
Right.
traveled with us.
And what size crowds would you play in front of for this tour?
Oh God. When she landed at the airport, I met her there. From Palisadoes Airport to Crossroad, New Kingston, the hotel. People line the street. You think it's a queen coming. People know the route she was taking.
Mhm.
We went to Times Store, right? And she's autographing record. It was a riot. People just grabbing records and pushing it on her. It
Wow.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know what? BBC narrate the tour, but I haven't got a copy of that tape. That I would love. to
Yeah,
see.
that would be
Chances are it's available.
Yeah, probably.
I
So
tried to get in
chances are
touch
it's
with
in their
Blackwell.
library.
Yeah, I tried to get in touch with Blackwell. This lady I know that wrote the ska book with the girls.
right.
She
Yeah.
tried to get a whole
Heather.
Heather tried
Augustine,
BBC,
yes.
Yeah.
but they wouldn't give her anything.
I did not know of that. That's wild.
Yeah.
What an incredible experience.
Man.
A lot of American artists come to Jamaica,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and we open up for them.
Yeah, we usually go.
Wilson,
Well, drop some name, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jackie Wilson,
Big what? Me tell you.
Doris,
Solomon Burke,
Yeah.
The
Oh
Drifters.
man.
The
We talking about my
Drifters.
favorites, you know.
the Drifters,
the Drifter,
what's her name?
Yvonne Fair.
Yvonne Fair,
She used to work with James Brown.
Doris Troy,
Doris Troy. Oh boy.
quite a few.
Yeah.
And also Trinidadian Calypsonian.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
We open up for them.
The show is Calypso. There are a show in Jamaica too called Calypso with all the Calypso singers and the ska singers.
Oh,
Yeah.
They call
nice.
it Calypso. Sparrow,
Sparrow was
Crystal, everybody was
Everybody
anybody.
was in it.
Kitchener,
And
you name it.
who were some of the ska singers that took part in that? Do you remember?
What's some of the one?
Ska singer,
Oh,
Alton Ellis,
Uh-huh.
I think all the
Blues-
ska singer was on
Bluesbusters.
it.
Blues Busters.
Roy, you're
What's
falling
that?
off the cliff, man. You
Eh?
can't see you. You're falling off the cliff.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Yeah, Blues Busters, Stranger Cole,
Uh-huh.
Ken Booth, all the
Right.
top artists.
Yeah.
Everybody from the 60s,
60s.
50s, and 60s, because Stranger, I would say Derek Monty, we're from the late 50s.
Yes.
As a
Right.
matter of fact, excuse me, Derek was before me,
Right.
Yes.
Derek Morgan.
Right.
Another guy that was before me was Lascelles Perkins.
Lascelles Perkins.
Yes. Mhm.
That's
And-
another underrated artist.
Yeah,
Yes.
Right.
Really,
And
truly.
Laura Lake.
Lloyd Clark is underrated too.
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
Roy
Laura-
Fuller, that's another one.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Laura Lake also came late.
Laurel,
Yeah.
Laurel left early though. Laurel left, I think, in the early 60s or late 50s to England.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
He left early.
Right.
I think it was he departed before independence, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Long
Yes.
before that.
Right.
Yeah.
So Yvonne, you also recorded with Glenn Adams,
That's
right?
my brother.
Oh, your blood brother.
Yeah.
That's my
Eh?
brother.
Oh, I didn't
Glenn.
think of that. We learned something new.
Listen, I give you a story about him. I wrote a song called Wonder Thirst, and I'm getting ready to go record the song. Glenn stole the song from me and recorded it. That's
Look
why
like-
he named his album Wonder Thirst.
Lucky is your brother. But I thought,
Wow.
so I thought I heard his father is from one of the other Caribbean islands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're saying mother, but not father.
Okay.
Okay, right.
So did you spend a lot of time together as youths?
Pardon me, what do you say?
When you were younger, did you spend a lot of time together?
We fight a lot.
Just as you should, right?
We fight a lot. Because if I have a song, I have to hide it.
When we used to perform, right? We would go to Majestic Theater, for example, with Horace Forbes, especially Horace, and they pick us up at Majestic Theater on Sponge-Town Road. Couple of times Yvonne didn't show up.
Mhm.
Now I'm finding out that Glenn stole our money, so she couldn't get the bus.
I put my bag together with my cash, ready to go. When I look, he was open the bag, take out the money, and he's gone.
So she had no money to take the bus.
Right.
And you know, back then we didn't have cell phone, right? So
Right.
Yeah,
I couldn't show up at the phone. So
Well,
that's why we fight all the time.
of course. So, and most people, well, at least for me, I knew of Glenn from his musicianship, not so much being a singer.
Right.
And it wasn't until later
Well-
where I discovered that he was also a great singer.
Well,
Yes, and he
I had the
write-
good
he wrote
fortune
too.
of meeting him and seeing him a lot in Brooklyn. As
Yeah.
a matter of fact, the day when I'm not sure, he had some sort of sickness, right?
yeah,
Yes.
you had to
Yeah.
walk with a stick. Right?
Yeah, so I remember I was working a record store, my brother record store on Park Heights in Brooklyn, and he said he was putting up curtain and he tried to move his arm and he couldn't. And he was so frightened that he came
Yeah.
down and walked all the way across down to the record store. Was
Oh,
so
yeah.
frightened that he didn't know what to do.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He had a
unfortunately.
record shop on Church Avenue and Albany, I think. There was a record shop.
By
Yeah.
then I had already left Brooklyn.
Oh, I see.
I was not aware.
His name was, they call him Capo.
Capo.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
Capo.
aware then.
And
Yeah.
he was into a couple of bands, a group,
Yes.
what's the name of the band? The guys
In Jamaica or New York.
in Jamaica.
In Jamaica.
Yeah, man. The
So,
hippie
yeah,
boys.
Hippie boys.
Hippie
Yeah.
boys,
Yeah.
Those were the guys that joined Bob.
Yeah, and he didn't accept the offer. I'm not sure why.
No,
Yeah.
he wrote a couple of songs for Bob too.
That I
Okay.
wasn't aware of. Can you
Yeah, he
name them?
wrote. Yes.
Can you name
But-
them?
No, I don't know them. He just, we just hear
Oh, okay.
what, and he also
Mr. Brown was one.
Mr. Brown, yeah, Mr.
Oh,
Brown.
wow, larger
Yeah.
than
Mr.
life.
Brown. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Eh.
Glenn did a lot of during the skinhead reggae.
Yes.
era.
Yes.
Did he play was it Live Injection? The keys?
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Right.
I'm investigating that one.
Right.
No, we know he played the keyboard and a lot of different guys.
Yes.
too, but you
Yes.
know, we don't know.
So earlier you mentioned that you would do a lot. This is a question for both of you, that you would do a lot with Byron Lee and the Dragonaires, but who are some of the other musicians or other bands that you would perform with, whether it was recording with or live?
Well, I used to sing with Christian band at a
the name
nightclub
of it?
earlier days.
Okay.
Mhm.
And which other band we were? Oh, Beverly's
All Stars.
it was up Maxwell Avenue. Derek and I did a song did a recording for him.
Make your way.
I think day in and day out.
Oh, day in and day out.
But
Right.
Mhm.
I work exclusively with Roy when we start working
In 64.
in 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was my last partner. As obvious, we're
Right, yeah.
together
And then-
for life.
So after
But the band I started with, I work with so many different bands because, as you know, in Jamaica,
name some of them.
bands start up and they break up next week.
Yeah, name
You
some of
join
them.
another band.
For the benefit of myself and others, name some of the band.
Okay, Los Caballeros.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
It turned into the Diamonds. That's Johnson's Drive-In. And that's the band I recorded Beware Rudy with. Johnson's Drive-In at that band. And then he trimmed it down. Carl Bryant became the leader.
Carl.
Prior to that, I worked with the Cavaliers. Sterling was the band leader, Madden trumpeter at the time. the vocalist was myself and Rita Marley. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, and yeah, the Cavaliers, Rita, I'll send you flyers, right? After that, Sterling left the band. Martin took over.
Meaning Lester, because it's enough brothers.
Lester Sterling, yeah.
And then David Madden, right?
And then David Madden took over. But there was a drummer that didn't have any discipline, Carl Malcolm. Is it Carl?
Oh, yes.
The prodigal son. He would smoke. Well, and man. So anyway, the band broke, and that's when I. But it was a joke because Madden was playing and smoking, and and not Madden now. Carl, drummer. So the other bands I work with now.
It's funny.
The one I can remember, and you can take this to the bank. When Tommy and the Satellites broke up, I was at Bournemouth the night. And Tommy came to me and he says to me, come and check me tomorrow. At that time, Tommy used to live on Windward Road, our Rockford area.
Okay.
I think Tommy had it set up with this club Havana and Rockford.
Yeah.
And Tommy decided to form this group, Supersonics.
Supersonics, yeah.
I was the first MC vocalist, but guess what? The Satellites broke up in the summer. I joined them 1965. That's when it broke up in the summer. And I joined them. I left 1965 for Toronto. So when I left the band, I left as the vocalist MC, and Lloyd Williams took over.
Right.
But you don't say anything talking about me because there was no photo. The first photo they took was with Lloyd Williams. Jackie was the bass player. Del Pratt, organ.
Jackie Jackson.
Jackie Jackson, right. And there's a guy, George, I forgot his last name, on guitar.
Okay.
Two orange guy from camp. One on the trombone, slim, short guy. And the other guy on trumpet, Winston Graham. He's in Boston. He lives in Boston now.
Okay.
And they would come from camp when we were playing. Sometimes they're a little bit late, so we would have gone without them. But that was the Supersonics.
Original
Supersonics.
After Dan Drummond got arrested. Scatterlights.
Huh?
After Dan got arrested, Drummond, Scatterlights sort of went their own way.
No, it's not only that. They couldn't get along, no discipline. In the band, when the band leader, whether he's playing an organ, whatever, go on stage and start to sound, it's time for you to come back. Well, Brevet was very undisciplined.
Well,
the problem with Scatterlights, too many superstars.
Right. And so Tommy went off and formed the Supersonics.
Right.
Roland went off and formed.
He stayed with Studio One.
Yeah, but I tell you this, after I spent a year here and I went back, I was shocked. I saw Johnny Moore, Lloyd Nibs, all those guys in Supersonics. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But
in what sense? Because why? Why were you?
Well, because those guys contributed to the band breaking up.
You know what I mean? It wasn't lasting, right?
Well, obviously not, because when Tommy started out Supersonic, like I say, as a matter of fact, it was a bass player prior to Jackie. I don't remember this guy's name. This guy was a teacher. But I tell you what happened. One night we were playing Man in the Street. It's Man in the Street, tam, 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 tam,
yes,
tam. Right. And guess who was coming in Havana? Brevet. And he stood at the step. And the bass player fell down. When I say fell down, the notes, dum, dum, dum. Brevet just turned around and walk out.
Why?
And that was the end of that bass player. Jackie could probably tell you his name.
Okay.
Jackie Jackson.
Right.
Because Jackie used to come around and listen.
But that bass player was intimidated because the person who recorded it, right?
Was there?
I don't know if he was intimidated because I don't think he saw Brevet, but he could not get it.
I see.
Because the bass, dum, 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 and he couldn't get it right. Yeah. And Brevet, you could see Brevet enjoyed that, and he turned and walk out.
I mean, the level of talent.
When Roland left, I performed with him. He had a band in Brooklyn. called Roland and the Outer Limits.
You was in Brooklyn that time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I work with a few bands in Brooklyn.
Mm.
But Roland band was called Roland and the Outer Limit. And we did a few gigs, you know. At that time, you didn't have DJ to play music. So if you have a wedding or a party, they would hire the band.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is how we played.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting enough. So who are some of the other musicians you work with? Because one Cosmo that you want to highlight, you mentioned Lloyd Clark. There's a guy named Cosmo. I can't remember his first or last name, but he had a couple of hits. I came across a treasure isle and I was searching for it. Has about half a dozen names. These are some excellent singers, but they don't get any credit outside.
Yeah.
After the ska era, they
Right,
probably
right.
fell off the cliff, went
Right.
with the dinosaurs.
Right.
So I really and truly wanted to ask you. There's a guy named Cosmo though. Cosmo.
I don't know of him.
Oh,
I don't know of him. The guys that I can remember are guys like Edley, Steady Edley,
mhm.
alto sax, obviously Sterling alto sax, Roland and Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
tenor sax, Charlie Aggrolites.
Yes.
Charlie Aggrolites was a fixture in the studio, just
Yes,
like
the-
Charlie.
Oh, yes, man.
Another underrated artist.
Yes,
Yeah, and
yeah.
we're good friends. We remain good friends.
Yeah.
Yes, I met him out here
Ja,
some years
Ja
ago.
Jerry,
Yes.
Jamaican. My
Mhm.
first recording, it could have been him playing the drums, I'm not sure. But after that, with Duke Reed, I started to run into Jamaican, and that's when I met Charlie Aggrolites and all that, you know.
Okay. Yeah,
And
we had
those
the
guys,
pleasure-
those guys were a fixture.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, we interviewed Charlie Organair sometime last year, I think it was.
Right.
Yeah, that was
Charlie have a lot of history, man.
Oh,
Yes,
my
sir.
goodness.
Yes,
He's-
yes.
If you do a recording and if Charlie's not on it,
You never record.
you never record.
Right.
Yeah, if you record in the 60s and Charlie not on it, you never
You
record.
never record.
Talking about talent.
Yeah.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed.
There was a guy named Stanley. He played a heavy tenor sax. His real name was Stanley something,
Oh,
but they call him there was a name for him. But Charlie would know him,
Mhm.
along with John Bago and
Right.
Ja Jerry and guitar. And all of us in Federal Studio, the little studio, one mic for the
All the
vocalist.
singers and
And they have to put a drum around John Bago bass drum. I said, this start.
And that's the history I love
Yeah.
because we were in the beginning
In the
of
beginning
it.
part of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Most-
suppose back then you had to rehearse day and night to
No,
get
no,
it
no.
right.
No, you
No.
got studio and rehearse and do the song there.
Right way.
The musician don't know what you're singing.
Yeah.
I give you an example. Two
Yeah.
rows before you. When I met Roy said, "Come to the studio." I went to the studio. He gave me the paper. I sang from the paper right in
Right there, we sing from the paper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because back then, you're in a hurry to make money, so you don't fool around. And when the producer they say, you come to the studio tomorrow, you go to the piano and you start. And the piano, ping, ping, ping. And everybody get around and listen, the horn section or whatever. And then they start to fill in. Boom, boom, boom. The guy said, that's on all right. And they try, boom, 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 boom. So if you go to the studio, make sure you can record because the producer don't have any time to waste.
Right,
If you
gotta
find
pay
out
for
you
the
started from but that's time. You know what I mean?
Another thing, when you're recording, the door closed, the red light is on. So you know there's recording. And as soon
Federal
it's
studio.
federal. And as soon as it finishes, next.
Yes, yeah. I tell you an incident. I don't know if you know this guy Ekeman. He used to DJ for Coos.
No, sir.
Okay.
I grew up a country.
Okay. I was recording for Edwards because I recorded with Cornell Campbell for Edwards.
Oh,
And I have this song,
King Edward.
Join Together. Huh?
Huh?
King, yes,
King
come on.
Edward, right.
I have this song, Join Together. And Ekeman says, I was always worse with a girl. I record with a female after I did with Monty. Females, right? And we rehearsed the song. We went to studio to record the song. And we start, let us join together all our hands and heart, and we love each other. never no more to part. She's supposed to come in. Here I give to you, dear. And she was like this.
She get stage fright.
Oh no.
I never heard of a person stage fright in a studio.
But that can
I
happen
was so mad. Eh?
because there was no prior rehearsal.
No, we rehearsed the song. Everything was fine.
I didn't
This,
rehearse it.
no, it wasn't Yvonne. It was this girl.
Right.
We rehearsed it, right? We went to the studio to record it. I sang my part. She's supposed to come in. And she was just
The cat took her tongue.
It sounds like it.
just
And it-
like this.
I think it was meant
don't
for me
know.
to sing.
Yvonne and I recorded it.
Yeah, maybe, right?
Eh,
It was meant for me and him to
Yeah,
sing.
but this was before I met up with Yvonne.
right.
You
Right.
know,
It's not an easy task to tell you that.
No, no, no.
no, because I was pissed off because I lost that little revenue.
Right.
Of course, I don't blame you.
But back then people primarily sing for the notoriety, right? Fame.
Yeah,
And
yes.
revenue comes
Yeah,
second
yeah.
Yeah, because
by and large.
yeah,
It's a love. You love the music.
And to
the
hear your
thing-
name on the
the thing-
radio and your
you-
Oh,
song.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Wow.
You know, so the
Yes.
money part, if you get it, you get it. If you don't,
Yes,
you
right.
and which
don't.
was the case, right?
That's
So,
right.
but I want to take you back to when the music transitioned from ska to rocksteady. You
Yeah.
remember exactly that era and where were you?
it was in the late 60s, between 68, 69, but it only lasted for about a year.
And
That's when I did Endless Memory.
approximately two,
Beg your pardon?
more like 2 years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say 2 years. I would say a year, maybe a little over.
Mhm.
It never lasts long
Never
because
lasts long.
reggae came in after. You
Right.
see, Rocksteady came because ska was so fast,
Yeah.
Right.
and they wanted it to
Just
kind
slow
of.
down.
So the first one I would think is Alton Ellis.
Hmm.
You better get ready, come do Rocksteady.
Yes, that
I think
definitely
that was the
occurred.
first one. I could
But
be wrong.
also the man from Montego Bay, the Montegonian.
The Montegonians.
Yeah. Tududum tum 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 tum.
You mean Take It Easy?
Eh,
Take It
okay.
Easy, Upton Lewis.
Okay.
yeah, man.
Yeah, but that came after Rocksteady, I think.
But he takes credit for starting Rocksteady. See, a lot of
Well,
people,
everybody's going to take
Everybody
credit.
gets
Right.
credit.
It's
Right,
not
right, right,
documented.
right. Yes.
But those essentially are the two first.
Those were the two famous, most
Right,
famous
two famous.
Rocksteady.
Yes.
But when we did Endless Memory, that was my only Rocksteady, basically speaking.
Mm.
But it wasn't on the map. It's amazing.
But
and
why
to-
is that?
I don't know. It was not. It never got promoted to that effect because back then, for the radio station to play your song, you got to pay them.
Yeah.
You got to pay the DJ. I
Or you
remember
buy a
Ratcliffe
15
Butler.
minutes. You buy a 15
Right.
minutes.
I remember this guy Ratcliffe Butler. I had it out with him because
He was the Lord of radio.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rule
I had it
supreme.
out with him. Yeah,
He was a radio
Oh
personality.
my God.
But,
It
yeah.
can be
yeah,
done.
yeah,
He had the ability to play, he could sound like an American playing jazz,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
and then like a Jamaican when he wants to play ska and rocksteady.
yeah. You had to pay. And Bob wouldn't pay them, said I wouldn't play Bob music.
Yes.
And in the end though, later years when Eric Clapton recorded Bob Marley's song,
Sure.
Mhm.
radio station was playing, so Bob had some man call the station and said, you see, after when done play that one,
Play
find
mine.
the original.
Yeah, I shot the sheriff.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure you play the original.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was that tough.
yeah.
So, Yvonne and Roy, your story is also a love story. Talk about how you went from singing partners way back in the '60s to being wed and married.
You want to
Well,
go?
Okay. I had a policy. Whoever I work with, I don't play
Mhm.
because they lose respect for you.
Sure.
So I never get involved with any male singer.
Mhm.
Roy and I, the same thing. We sang together. We slept together in the same bed.
But that's it.
Professional.
No, that's a no. Because we did a show in, where was it? Abracabas.
No, what happened is that Siaga was the Minister of Social Welfare, and he sent us to Bosco Bell,
Yeah.
Playboy, to demonstrate
Street
ska
ska.
to the tourists. So it was Posse and Stranger, and Yvonne and myself,
Okay.
along with trumpeter, what's his name
I
again?
forget his name now.
Famous trumpeter in Jamaica, Baba Brooks.
Baba Brooks.
He got a band together. So we were going to Bosco Bell to demonstrate ska,
Demonstrates, yeah.
because Shaka took over and sent people to the States and all that to let them know ska is Jamaican, not blue beat from England. Because
Right.
England was trying to steal it and call it blue beat,
Yeah.
right? So
That
I just say that and she can't feel in the rest.
that night the hotel was filled. So they only had one room available for the four of us. I thought Patsy would sleep with me. And the two guys sleeping with me. But she slept in the bed with stranger. And in the middle of the night, I feel a hand touch. I said, "Don't you dare."
Massage. Give her a body rub.
And she didn't ask you. Right, Yvonne.
From that, he never not even hold my hand.
Who would think this would happen?
But after that, it's funny.
That's
I'm
great.
a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
I lived in U.S. My children are there. But at my company, I work for Blue Cross and Blue Shield as a correspondent. So my department was moving upstate, and I didn't want to go with them. So I have a sister live in Kitchener, in Toronto, in Canada,
Right.
and I came over to visit and fell in love with Kitchener.
And
And
around what year?
this was 89.
Okay.
And I moved over and I bought myself a home down there and fell in love with it, not knowing that Roy was living in Toronto.
Why? And when was the time that you corresponded and spoke or talked?
40
Why?
years.
40 years we hadn't seen each other
Yeah.
or talked to each other. 40. And you know who's responsible for us getting back together? Winston Blake, Maritone.
Yes.
I moved down to Jamaica because I got married. So I sold my home and moved to Jamaica. And this guy, he does shows. What's his name again?
Heineken Star
Heineken
Time.
Star Time.
Right.
I remember his name.
He was doing a show. He wanted to get all the people who did All Ireland
Work
tour.
with Byron.
Byron Lee.
Yeah.
He wanted to do a celebration for Byron. So he knew I was in Jamaica. So he contacted me and he asked me if I knew where Roy was. So I said, no, I haven't seen Roy in donkey years. So then, what's his name came up. You can tell.
Yeah, what happened is that I've never gone to Winston dance, right? And
Winston,
this time I
Maryland.
decided to go. He would come up and play in Toronto. And I called and I got in touch with him. And he says to me, I've been thinking about you, blah, 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 and so on. Anyways, I told him that I'm coming to the dance the night to see him. I remember when I went in, he said to me, "Hey, Roy, you should be on stage, man. You look good, right?" You know, and all of that stuff. So I said, I done away with that, Winston, over 40 years now. Anyways, I gave him some tunes because I used to collect R&B, a lot of R&B. And I made up a couple of CDs for him. And he said to me, when I go back, I'm going to see what can conjure up blah, blah, blah. But I was working, you know what I mean? I was working afternoon shift. I wasn't really that interested. So anyways, I came home the night and I saw the phone blinking and I pick it up. The message was Winston. Winston said, "Right, you'd never believe who I saw. I thought it was Millie." Then he said, "Yvonne." And I said, "Holy cow." And he says, "They want you to be on a show, blah, blah, blah. So they won't get in touch with you." Right?
So I can take it from there.
Yeah.
So when I got in touch with Roy, he said he was going to Cuba on vacation. So when he comes back, we would talk. So he came back, we started talking. And the next thing, I am a resident here. So I could come and go. So because we haven't seen each other for 40 years and we haven't sang together.
And Roy, where were you living?
Toronto.
Toronto
You're
here.
in Toronto. Okay.
In Toronto.
Yeah.
And so I,
A hop and a skip.
yeah. So I came up so we could see if our voice still active, you know? And so he had a radio show and we did an
We
interview
did an interview, yeah.
and was boosting up the show for Jamaica, which never come off.
Yeah.
It never came to fruition. So anyways, after that, we start talking, and he told me that he has always liked me.
That's no secret, right?
And of course, he went through a divorce,
Well, I was going through it,
and I was going through one.
right?
Wow.
So
In common.
I was between two minds whether to go back to New York
Mm.
or come back to Canada. And he invited me up. He says, I live by myself, so you can come and stay.
At least this time he was vocal as opposed to touching your back.
Wait, so
And,
this is now in the 2000s?
I came up 2005.
Okay.
No, she came back to Toronto because she
came back.
went back to
Yeah.
I
Jamaica
went back to
Right.
Jamaica.
in 2005, but she came back the fall.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I said to her, just sell everything, whatever, and come up.
I had to sell what because I took down a whole house full of furniture.
Right.
But to
Right.
sell and ship back what I could. And so, but it's the best thing that ever happened.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
He's my friend.
Yes.
He's my husband. Miserable sometimes.
You know, the thing about it, that prior to that, we never performed outside of Jamaica.
Yeah.
And the first time we performed out of Jamaica was New Russia, right? With our brother.
Yeah, but let me
birthday.
give you this joke.
And then Mexico.
Mark Morales called here to ask for Roy.
Mhm.
Roy had gone to work. And so I took the message. And when Roy came, Roy called him. He said, I'm putting on a show and I'd like to have you. He says, but I'd like to, you know where Yvonne is? Roy said, that's Yvonne you talk to. And he said, oh, I get 2 for 1. And he put on the show in LA.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is that the keyboard player,
The keyboard player on that show
was,
became our agent,
Manny.
Manola
Manola.
from Spain.
became our manager. He asked us, he said, I'd like to manage you guys. But we thought it was, just
Yeah.
talk.
Right. Right.
And believe me, the first the show he got for us was in Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
Nice.
He said, we have to put an album together because we have singles, but
Yeah,
no album.
no album.
Yeah.
And that's when he put the first album together. Team with
Roy and Yvonne with friends.
with
That
friends.
was it. Yeah,
and with
friend people.
Tony Liquidator.
You know,
And we ended up going all over. We did 8 shows in Germany.
We did 8 shows in 10 nights,
In
right?
10 nights.
In Germany. We started in Copenhagen, right? In Denmark. And then we drove across from Copenhagen,
right.
Hamburg, and then we started the tour in Germany. And we didn't think we could do it,
Well,
because, I'm thinking anyways, this seemed like a lot because you perform, the next day you leave. But
Right.
we had,
Right.
the trombonist was the chauffeur,
Wow.
and then what I would do, I would rent the vehicle and then put him as the second driver because I don't know the place, right?
Of course.
And he
Right.
would drive.
Yes. So was it around? Well, first of all, I love that story, and timing is everything. Because if that whole happened 5-10 years prior, chances are you wouldn't be right here
No.
together now.
No.
But was it now on this tour? When did you realize that there was increased interest in the old school ska and rocksteady sounds?
From Mexico.
From
Mexico.
Yes.
Because we were shocked there, and these are young people at vinyls, not digital, vinyls.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're autographing vinyls.
Right.
And Germany, the same thing.
Same thing.
And Spain, the same thing. and-
Chicago.
yeah, we did Chicago, but Chicago wasn't like Europe.
Yeah.
No,
UK
Chicago.
UK, they eat it up more.
Right.
Or-
For jump up, for Chuck, Ren, and Darren, right?
Yeah, we
Yes,
did that.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
with them. Yeah. But
Yeah.
in Europe,
Oh,
like in Mexico, they eat up Jamaican music.
We had a promoter, Franz
Vogel
Vogel
in
in
Germany. Yeah,
He's in Germany.
yeah.
And he get a lot of shows for us.
Mhm. So you guys slow down now, or are you still out there doing a lot of shows?
Still, as a matter of fact, April we're going to London.
We're going London
Oh,
this month, and then Colombia
In May.
in May.
Yeah, the London International Ska
Oh,
Festival
the best we
coming up.
talked to-
Yeah, we
interviewed,
Right.
interviewed Sean of
Eh,
Flower Do
Right,
Love.
Yeah.
right.
Yes, yeah.
And something else coming up in September in
In
Toronto.
Toronto.
All right.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
event.
That is
So
great.
we are really enjoying it in our old age. I'll tell you
Oh
something,
my
Junior.
goodness. And that's how it ought to be. Hmm?
Yes, that's
Back in the 60s, if somebody had said to us or to me, you're gonna be touring here, there, I would say, yeah, right.
Yeah, and you know, I think a lot of the musicians too, I don't want to call the name because it wouldn't be a good idea, who didn't actually take care of themselves. Some of them drink themselves to death.
No, yeah, that's
and
true.
live rough life. They
That's
would have been around now, you know, enjoying the luxury. of
enjoying the
being
Yeah.
luxury.
young
Yes,
legends, man.
yes,
Yeah.
Traveling the
yes.
world,
Right.
but
Yeah.
short-sightedness.
Yeah,
drugs.
not only musician, but artists too.
Mhm.
That's what I mean.
Yes,
You know, when I
yes,
say
yeah.
everyone, it
Yeah.
incorporates everyone. No one
Yeah,
is excluded.
yeah.
A lot of
Did you
people,
know?
man, just
Did you know that there was a documentary made about us?
In
No.
Toronto,
In
the
Toronto,
National Film Board of
Film
Canada.
Board did a
Eh,
documentary on
okay.
us. It's
Oh.
called Sound and Pressure.
Sound
Oh,
and
yes.
Pressure
You
with
did
Nana
that.
McLean, Sybil,
Yes.
you know,
Leroy
and
Sybil,
Leroy Sybil, and
All
who else
right.
again?
I gotta check
John,
it out. Yeah.
Johnny
Osborne.
Osborne.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what? I did see someone talk about that. I'm gonna find and look at
Yeah.
some clips. That's great.
Yeah. So Skia. What did I say? Skia travel from Jamaica to United Kingdom and around the world.
Yeah.
Why do you feel it continued to resonate even today in 2026? Something that's
I wish I knew.
into me. Oh,
I
I'm
wish
not
I
looking
knew.
for the answer
I've-
from you.
I wish I knew. I would bottle it and sell it.
My thoughts on that are that there are people who just love those holding music. It brings back a lot of memories for them. They
Mhm.
can't relate to the new sound
Yes.
because a lot of the sound, no, majority of them are vulgarity, you know, a lot of curse word and, you know, but I would say that's reason why, especially in Germany and Spain and Mexico, those people love that kind of music, the ska.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it
And the thing about it, it seems there's no age limit
Right.
True.
because you have so many young people
Yeah.
I
that
remember.
involved.
Yeah, I was at a concert, a very small venue, you know, hold maybe 200. And so they had a stick pool table and people were playing pool.
Right.
And it was a two-tone concert. And they were playing all kind of music. And they put on Millie Small, My Boy Lollipop, and
Yeah.
everything went crazy.
Yeah.
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 The guy stopped playing pool and joined the dance.
Right.
Said, that's the power of ska.
Indeed.
Well, she was the first international Jamaican artist.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she internationalized.
Yeah, she was the first.
So talking about Millie and that and My Boy Lollipop, how significant was the change in popularity when that song hit? Meaning with ska.
Well, you know, I don't know if you know the original. The original is by a girl named Barbie Gay. Yeah, and the beat is similar, right? So Ernest arranged it close to the original.
Ernest Ranglin.
Right.
Yeah. But it just came at the right. I was shocked when I heard it. I knew it because
You knew the original. You knew the original.
Bebop to it, right? And when I heard, I said, "Holy cow! I didn't know Chris Michael could know that song." You know.
But the thing is, your voice fit the song.
Fit the
Yes,
song.
it did.
Everything worked out right.
It fit the song, and so
Yeah.
it was her time.
Yeah, it was our time. It was
The
to be.
rightness of time, the rightness of place. And I think that's that time to, I think the beat Jamaican music really transitioned from R&B to real ska.
Right,
Yeah.
because
You know,
those guys were going to England.
Yeah.
Like with Ellis and what's his name?
Buster Ellis. You
no,
mean to live or to perform?
they long shot kick the bucket. Those guys.
Yeah, they all
Pioneers?
were migrating to England.
Long shot kick pioneers, right?
Pioneers.
A number
Yeah.
of them. Right.
Because at the time it was three of them in the group.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And what's his name? Glenn was with them on that
Glenn
tour.
Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn
Yeah.
Adams was with them on that
I
tour.
think a number of people passed through during the early era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Mhm.
number of them. Yes.
Right.
So you talked about a number of countries that you've performed in, and how amazing the crowds were. Where are some of the places that you've not performed that you would really love to?
Japan.
I would love to go to Japan, even though
Yeah.
it's a long ride.
True.
But because I know the music that we did is welcoming there. And also I would say, yeah, Japan is the only other place
Right,
that
right.
I can think of another place that
Oh,
I
one
would
of the
want to
places,
go.
one of the places that we performed that I never mentioned was Camout in England.
England. That's
Yeah.
a popular one as well.
Yes, we performed there.
Right.
That's about what? 4 hours, 2
4
hours out of
hours.
London. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was our first time
Mhm.
going there.
Going to England, yeah.
Yarmouth.
Yarmouth.
That's the name of the place. Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
this would be our first time in London.
In
Okay.
London, yeah.
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 Mhm.
Right. And that's coming right up too.
Your first time in London? Oh, London.
No,
not England.
performing.
Right.
Well, I've been there a
Right,
couple
right.
of times. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because my brother was living there. He died, eh? And I've got nieces and nephews there.
I'm quite sure.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
so be a family reunion in addition. You
In
get
a
to
way,
go
yeah.
on,
Yeah.
perform and
Yeah.
reunite with your
But
family.
I tell you, though, a lot of people thought I was in England before they knew I'm here.
Mhm.
Eh.
Because Millie, they thought I was in England. Some people thought I was deceased.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
there's a
understand.
movie.
Right.
There's a movie that was made about Christine Keeler. I don't know if you're aware of it.
Yes, man. There's a Scatterlight song, right?
Well, the government fell because of the defense minister, I think, Perfumer, or what his name. They
What
made a movie about it. It's a true story.
What country?
England.
England.
The,
Oh.
the name of the movie is Scandal with Christine Keeler.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And my Will Meet is in it. A lot of other
His song.
songs,
Mm.
Wow.
Jamaican songs in the movie.
And
Okay.
somebody took credit for it and get the money for it.
Derek.
Why? No, don't call
No.
You should
Derek.
call the name.
Well, sometimes the
Doesn't
truth must
matter.
be told, you know.
Eh?
Eh?
How would somebody get the credit for your song that was released? And
They claim that they wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they
and
probably
since you
thought-
were underground, essentially, or they thought you fell off the cliff.
yeah.
So
They thought I was deceased because nobody heard anything about me.
Right.
Right. But
So
the
the
funny
whole
thing
reggae
about
era,
it-
you were not active during the reggae era.
No.
No. Because after the last song I recorded was I recorded at Randy's studio, This Same Old Life.
Mm.
That was in 70, maybe 71. I left Jamaica 72. So I would say 71, 72. And I don't know, that could be a reggae.
Yeah.
This same
yeah,
old
yeah,
life.
man, long
That's
time.
good.
Oh, yeah, reggae.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Reggae
Reggae come in 69.
and the thing about it, I had to double voice on it because it was supposed to be 3 harmony,
Mm.
but the other guy could not get the harmony. So I sang the lead with the other guy to harmonize me, and then I come back and put the third voice in, And I don't know if I think I sent you a copy of it. I sent you a bunch of songs, and we transferred. I don't know if
Yeah.
you
I'll
don't
share
know
those
that.
with Junior as well.
Mhm.
Speaking of songs, I came across this compilation on Spotify.
And that's the first. Yeah, that's the first
Yeah,
album.
This is
that's
this
the
is
first album.
Very, very complete, Junior.
And I think that is
Very
with
nice.
either Carlos or Byron, the band behind us.
Okay.
It's either it could have been Byron.
So and you
Because
work
those
with
are the 2 bands that we perform with
Car-
often.
Carlos
Byron
Malcolm?
Lee or Carlos Malcolm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the pleasure of talking with Carlos Malcolm as well, and,
Right.
and working with him once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So interesting enough, Rocksteady is celebrating 60, become a senior citizen, evolving 66.
Yeah.
Are you guys riding the wave?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be 85 at the end of this month.
And your memory,
you're
your
a
memory,
youth
your
man.
memory sharper than mine.
I'm going to be 85 to 28.
This is
Wow.
and it's amazing. And I've been watching some videos of you two on stage singing and dancing, and
Right.
I mean,
That was in Germany, the dancing one. I think that was our first time in Germany.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I neglected to mention that Monty was out here last week.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Exactly.
I saw it.
saw
Yeah.
Mhm.
The last time we saw Monty was on that show in Chicago.
with Chin.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right.
Yeah, because we
Right.
were on the
Right.
weekend.
Wow.
Yes.
But you know that show that you saw us dancing, there's a story to that. I'm on the stage singing, and these guys in front, you know, throwing kiss to
Yes.
me,
Yes.
and I am singing and smiling. Next thing you know, he jump on the stage
And kiss
and
her.
plant a kiss him.
But
Oh,
you know, I'm lucky, you know, as if it was in the days when you show a Roy.
You were shocked.
My manager pulled him by his suspenders.
Right.
And it so happened that there was a photographer for the show, the papers
The
over
paper,
there.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
next day it was published
It
in the
was
paper.
published in the paper. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Another time in Spain, we were doing meet and greet,
Yes.
and I'm signing.
That was Germany.
It was
The guy was that
Germany.
was
Sorry,
Germany.
we were doing meet and greet, and I'm signing, and this gentleman, he and his wife, he stood there, and he started crying.
Wow.
And I thought something was wrong with him.
It's a
His
meltdown.
wife-
we call it.
His wife said he loved you so much he never thought he'd ever meet you in person.
That blew us away.
Incredible.
That took.
Yeah.
I just had to hug him.
Yeah.
We don't
You know,
consider ourselves superstars.
I'm
And I'm
honored when
thinking,
somebody recognized me
Yeah.
and tell me that they like
Yeah.
what I do, because
You know, yeah. It takes a true fan, and Junior, you
Right.
experience this, but a true fan of the music that knows where it came from, right?
Yeah.
Where ska originated, and that really appreciates, right, you two and a number of the artists who created the music and made it
Right.
popular.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And are still active, and it's really so important to encourage fans to get out there and see you and experience.
Yeah.
You know, and there's some, as you both know, there's some incredible musicians, right, in some of these countries and cities
oh yes,
that really do an amazing job of emulating the music.
Mhm.
yes, of course.
So, you know, our California show didn't happen approximately a decade ago somewhere, so maybe we have to make it happen.
Yes, it's
Yes.
never too late.
Never too late. Of course.
The only time we performed there was the first and last time when we went with Mark.
Yeah, with Angel City.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, overdue.
Right.
yeah.
Overdue.
But
So-
I should ask Mark to give me back that album as a gift.
When you come. I saw him at the Monty show, so he'll come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So what else?
The cover of Millie in a white dress, eh?
Mm.
He will have it.
I'm
The
sure.
cover
Oh, yes,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
of her with a white dress on.
What else is on the horizon for 2026?
Well, so far, those are the three.
Okay.
The one,
Run them again.
So
For the benefit of
the
those
London, the international.
London
next
International.
month.
And Freedom
Freedom
in
Song.
Colombia,
Yes.
Bogota.
Right.
Well, the one coming up in Toronto here is in September, but we haven't signed any contract or anything
Okay.
yet.
All
It's
right.
on the horizon,
Yes.
more or less.
So that's good.
So we're close to our destination. Any closing thoughts from you both?
Well, the only thing I would say is that right now we're enjoying, ourselves. We're healthy
I can.
and
Yes.
we're going forward. Put it
God
that
is
way.
good. God is good with his
And
blessing.
as long as we're strong and healthy, we
Yeah.
will go on stage.
Man, a lot of people would love to be in on the shoes.
It's so true. It's so true. And you stay active online too and promoting, because that's also important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
And thank God for YouTube and computer and cell phone. Because I
Right.
couldn't do those
Technology.
stuff.
I know.
You know,
Yes.
Yes.
No,
it's amazing because back then we work with so many American artists, rub shoulders with them,
And
but
never
we have
any
nothing to
pictures.
show because we never had cell phones.
Right.
Or pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a few pictures,
Yeah.
but flyers, just the flyers.
Well,
As many as you can, send them to Eric.
yeah, we'd
Yeah,
love,
I'll
we'd
send
love
the
to
flyers.
see them.
Yeah, I'll send the
Please.
flyers.
We so appreciate and we've loved talking with you both.
So much history, man.
The history and the
Ah.
connection between you two. It really is inspiring and lovely. And
Yeah, but I call it destiny. You know, I
It is.
believe in destiny,
it is destiny.
and we were
Right.
destined to be together. But
And-
if someone had said that about 60 years ago, I would say, "Oh no way, no."
and as Junior always says, the rightness of time and the rightness of place.
Yeah.
Yes, oh, yes.
So,
Yes,
so
sir.
true.
Well,
Well,
Thanks to both of you for
Yes.
your,
You're
taking
very
time out of
welcome.
your
You're
busy.
welcome. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Thanks for having us.
I
Thanks
enjoyed
for-
Yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Yes.
we've loved it,
Nice.
and we wish you the best on these next shows.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And looking forward to hopefully seeing you and meeting in person as well.
Additionally,
Yeah.
want to say thanks to everyone for their ongoing support, and please subscribe to this podcast series and our YouTube channel. Follow at History of LA Ska on Instagram and join our Facebook group. This series is produced by my good friend here, Eric Kohler,
Yeah.
for Rockery Radio.
Yes,
Rockery.
Right on.
yes, it
Right
is,
on.
Junior. And Yvonne and Roy, much love and respect, and thank you for all the amazing music over the years.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Thank you for having us.
Of
God
course,
bless.
Yeah,
Our pleasure,
definitely,
indeed. And
definitely.
everyone, take care out there. Thank you for all your support. And please continue to do your part to celebrate and preserve the scene, because it takes everyone to do all you can. And I'll leave
Right.
you with this. Come on out, put on your dancing shoes.
All right.
Much
Get
love
on
to
the
you all.
dancing feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Indeed.
Much
All right,
love.
Roy, Yvonne,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you. Much
All right,
love.
bye-bye now.
God
Bye now.
bless.
All right.